everybody, welcome back to Leetcode Simplified. I'm Alan, and in this video we go step by step through Leetcode 205 isomorphic strings. Given strings S and T of the same length, determine if they are isomorphic, meaning every occurrence of a character in one string must map to the same character in the other string. For example, given string S A B C B A and string T X Y C Y X, every occurrence of A must map to X and vice versa. The order must be reserved. For example, A appears at index 0 and 4, so A is X. No two characters may map to the same character. That means its mapping is unique. And a character may map to itself. For example, C mapping to C. As you can see, this is a one-to-one mapping. To solve this, we use two dictionaries, dic1 to map characters from S to T, and dic2 to map characters from T to S. We loop through both strings at the same time and check the mapping rules. If we find any conflicts, return false. Otherwise, we return true. Let's dive right into Python and see it in action step by step. Create two dictionary dic1, dic2 to check which characters from S map to which character in T and which in T map to which in S. Now loop through each pair of characters in both strings in the same position. If character from S is in dic1 and it is already mapped to a different characters in string T, that violates one-to-one mapping. Return false. Similarly, if character from T is in dic2 and it is already mapped to a different character in S, that violates one-to-one mapping rule. Return false. If there's no mapping yet, or if a mapping already exists but doesn't conflict, we store the current pair in both dictionaries. Repeat. Go through the next pair. No mapping yet, so we store the next pair in both dictionaries. Repeat. Go to the next pair, C to C, not in the mapping yet, so add to both dic1 and dic2. Next pair, B, Y. The mapping B to Y, Y to B already exists in both dictionaries. Since there are no conflicts, we simply move on to the next pair. Next pair, A and X. Mapping for A to X and X to A already exists in both dictionaries. Since there are no conflicts, move on. If we finish the strings with no mapping conflicts, the strings are isomorphic, so we return true. And that's it. We successfully implement the isomorphic string check. Let's submit the code. Here comes the moment of truth. Boom! Accepted. The time complexity is linear big O of n because we process each character once. And the space complexity is constant big O of 1 because the dictionary store at most 256 character mappings. If you found this explanation helpful, don't forget to subscribe and check out my Leetcode playlist for all the Leetcode problems explained simply and clearly. I'm Alan, and it was Leetcode C. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.